Hi guys, my name is Selena and welcome back to the Radboud University channel? University YouTube channel. Wow, a lot of things happening in my brain right now. Today we will be talking about a very exciting topic. It's always an exciting topic, isn't it? I'm having a full-on conversation with myself in my head. Basically, we're going to be talking about cheap airline flights and cheap airlines in general and the whole experience and the shebang. Particularly Ryanair, mostly just because I've had the most experience with them. Let's get into it. So, number one thing that I would like to discuss briefly is the fact that you should definitely consider traveling, because what better time to travel than when you're young, you're fresh, you're funky, and you've got lots of friends! All the best stuffs in the world. Yeah, so, basically, wow, what was I talking about? Woo! A lot of things are happening, you guys. I literally just got back from a trip to Madrid with Ryanair, with my study association, CNUS. So, it's still fresh in my mind. Basically, you should go and travel because it can be really cheap and it's sort of a hassle, no hassle experience. What do I mean by that? I mean packing. Baggage, luggage, woof, that is a tough thing. I went on a week trip to Spain and I brought only a backpack with me. Not a big JanSport backpack, because Ryanair has very strict rules about what you can put on the overhead cabinet and what you can put underneath your seat. Basically, if you're non-priority, you only get a 40 by 40 by 50 sized bag. This could be a travel duffel, or this could be a backpack. Honestly, I recommend the backpack because I've seen a lot of my classmates struggle with carrying a huge duffel on one shoulder. Not great if you have back problems like me. I got scoliosis, so I have to look out for myself. And so with that, it's all about downsizing. It really helps if you're going to a place that's hot, like Spain. I only needed to bring 2 pairs of pants and then a few tank tops and a t-shirt and 1 button up, and I was fine. But sometimes you don't have that luxury. Sometimes you're going to a really cold place. Then I would recommend to layer your clothes when you're on the plane. See, when you're layering, you can just take it off. There's something about Ryanair airplanes where it's really warm in the airplanes. I'm usually freezing, but on Ryanair flights I'm sweating. It's weird. But you can always take it off once you're in your seat. I would also recommend to get an alleyway seat, just because it's so much better when you have to pee. And if you want to look out the window and sightsee, that would also be cute. But honestly, when you're on one of those cheap airline flights, you want to get in and out quick. Another tip is to maybe not buy a suitcase, but then buy space for a suitcase. This can go up to 80 euros, I believe, but if you're traveling with a large group of people, then you can split it. You can split it with your friends, maybe if you want to go shopping, maybe if you need to bring extra necessities, then you can split it amongst, 5 people, or you can put all of your liquids in there, because when you can't check in baggage and you also want to bring shampoo and things like that, it's not as easy. But that also brings me to my next tip. I would highly recommend to just buy the stuff that you need there. Toothpaste, deodorant, makeup remover, those basic necessities. You don't need to bring it around with you. You can just get a travel size one when you get there, use it up the week that you're there, and then you can even throw it away once you're done. What else do I need to tell you about? Oh yeah, it's also great to be mindful about when you need to check in and what you need to pay for. When I went to Andalusia a few months ago, I didn't realize that extra luggage cost extra money. And by extra luggage, I just meant check-in luggage, just one standard sized bag. Apparently you also need to pay for that, so be mindful of what your ticket includes, because it may seem cheap, but that usually means that you don't get food, you don't get drinks, you don't get check-in luggage. Another thing is to check in online. This is a new rule that I didn't realize was a thing, and if you check in too late, you will have to pay a fee. So make sure that you read all the terms and conditions before you get to your airport. Another tip that you might need to know is that sometimes it's cheaper not to go from Schiphol but the other Dutch airports, or maybe an airport from Germany or Belgium. Neighboring countries sometimes can be cheaper, and then you just need to get a train ticket, and that can reduce your cost by a lot. Another thing with airplane tickets, of course, when it's off season, it's much cheaper. So sometimes there's also a great way to like plan when you have like a long weekend, or if there's a class that you don't have to go to that's canceled or something like that, then maybe you could look ahead and then find the tickets much earlier so it's cheaper as well. And then just do your work beforehand so that you can maybe travel for a long weekend. A lot of the times if you're just staying in one city, you don't need more than one long weekend. A week is quite extensive unless you have a really jam-packed itinerary with like a study association, which is what I had. Another thing would be, what was that? Oh yeah, once you're in the city, do a hop-on, hop-off. These can be a little bit pricier, but then you can see everything. It's also cheaper if you get it for 2 days instead of 1. Yeah, there are so many options and so many ways to ball on a budget, basically travel like a boss without actually spending like a boss. And those are my few tips. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, leave it a like, leave it a subscribe. Give us a subscribe. Subscribe to us. And leave a comment down below if you would like to see any other topics. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.